the hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another.
Rondo passes to Dub, launches a three. It's hauled in by George. Pacers trail by 21. There's 1:38 left in the first half of basketball. And that one's good. The Nets have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Dub. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got 4 assists in the game. Indiana's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Villanueva dishes to Nene. Takes the 13-footer. Good. He hits the jump shot.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it.
And that one's good.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Pick up by Hill. Villanueva with it, and Zeller picks him up defensively. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Young's got his first bucket of the night. Here's Dub. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Nets lead by 21.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Paul George. The Pacers have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. A dominating...
Kevin, we just witnessed what was an amazing offensive display from this guy in the first half. Where did that scoring explosion come from?
I don't really know. To be honest, I was just looking for chances to get my shot off, and I just happened to find them over and over in that first half. So, I don't know. I'm sure they'll make some adjustments, but until then, I'm just going to keep attacking.
You simply can't get enough of you. Thanks for joining us. Kevin?
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Stuckey and George make up the perimeter. Howard is out there with Charlie Villanueva, and it's Hill in at the 1. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Here is Villanueva. The pass to Stuckey. 6 to shoot. With a floater, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Here's Dub. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists tonight.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Here's Villanueva, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths, shooting in the low 60s last season.
You know, yeah, guys, last year was a rough one for him at the stripe. I mean, it's going to be hard for him not to improve on those numbers. They were that bad.
Count the bucket.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Frank Vogel addressing his team. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Paul George. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. The shot's good from Dub.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Outside, George pulls up on the wing. The rebound by Dub. Dub's got 6 rebounds in the game. Kicks it to Johnson. Pass to Dub from deep. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got his 4th assist in this one.
He is raining threes here tonight, and he is going to continue to stay aggressive.
As he should. I mean, when you're having the kind of day he's having from long range, you're doing your team a disservice if you aren't shot hungry.
Indiana's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Hill kicks to George. Howard with a screen on Johnson. And George.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Howard kicks to Stuckey. Here's George, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's going to be on Jarrett Jack.
Well, how about Paul George in this? He has 14 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Nene, he's checked in for Howard. Solomon Hill comes in for Rodney Stuckey. Young is subbed in for George Hill. Here's Dub, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this high.
Young passes to George. Nene, the screen. And George, here we go, scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Well, there's not a whole lot you can do about that move. That's just good offense. They were all over him, and he still managed to drain it.
No good from Dub. For Indiana, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And also, I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game.
Wow. What can you say?
Nene outside. Screened by Young. And George kicks to Hill. Tries from 16. They get the rebound. Outside for Nene. He dishes it to George. Nene, the screen. And George, here we go. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
The shot's good from Dub.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
And Young kicks to Nene. It's Young on the wing, defended by Jack. The shot by Nene, no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Offensive rebound, Azili. Excellent D there from Hill.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Back to George. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. George missing again.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Shots good from Dub.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Hill has the open look. No good, unable to.
Here we go, Pacers fans. Now coming onto the court.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what teams making substitutions here. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Setting the floor for the Nets. Dub in a 2-guard. Also, Rajon Rondo out there. Azili is out there with Hollis Jefferson. And it's Morrison in at the power forward. Screen by Howard. Shot off the screen. George missing again.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Screen by Villanueva. George dishes to Howard. Howard draws the double. The shot by George, wide open. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. George has got 20.
And that's really using the double team against the defense there and creating that pinpoint passing to attack.
And that one's good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And Villanueva kicks to George. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. George has got 13 points here in the second half alone. Here's Dub. No good on the three. Indiana's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Nets.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
Now they've got their sights set on that sweep, Greg, 3-zip, and given what's going on in the first 2 games, my guess is that's what's going to happen.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Dub. You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
Rondo with the steal. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Hollis Jefferson passes to Dub. Turner with the steal. Nene outside. Off the mark from 16 feet out. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Joe, congratulations on this win. This was a game where we saw plenty of great sequences, some nice runs put together.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Freak. An absolutely astounding and historic night for him here in this game. He was simply unstoppable in what can only be described as a masterful performance. Shaq, what'd you like about his game?
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd shut down performance. Man, that's what I'm talking about, Ernie.
What can you say about the show he put on tonight? That was simply basketball greatness. You hardly get a player that gets that focused, that determined. He did the work of 3 players out there tonight and got the points to prove it.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.